Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you guys here today. It's about 50-50 in the chat whether you guys have bought this DLC or not. Um, so I'm not here to sell you the DLC. That's not my goal here. My goal is to answer any questions you may have and help you with problems you're having with it, possibly. So that's kind of the goal here today. It's not here. I'm not here trying to convince you to buy the DLC. So don't think that's what this is. I'm here to answer any questions. I'm on your guys' side of this. This DLC is obviously underwhelming. But you know what's not underwhelming is the sponsor of today's stream, which is G Portal. So if you want a server that doesn't lag and doesn't suck like this DLC, mate, you might want to get that. You can use the link down below in the description to go ahead and get yourself a server for Farming Simulator or any other game. If you do that, it does go to help support the channel and gives you 10% off your server. G-Portal servers are the best of the best out there. I use them for all my multiplayer and stuff like that, and they work fantastic. I don't have any issues with them. They're great. So, yeah, if you want something that works, check that out, even if the DLC doesn't. But, yeah, welcome. I know it's been a while since I've streamed. I apologize. My work schedule's been ridiculous, so sorry about that. But it's good to see you guys. Iceberg, member for 30 months, says, wait, who is this imposter if he doesn't stream? Get out of here, Iceberg. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yawson here, member for 34 months is how do I join? You could join. I guess I could have started that multiplayer. But okay, let's dive into it. Yeah. Apparently it did slick dog. I'll get another one. No big deal though. No big deal. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the chat. If you have any questions about this DLC, I'm here to answer them. And if you guys are upset about it, whether it's not working for you or you're upset about the quality, I don't know the exact process to do this because I've never done this before, but I know DJ has mentioned to me that you can definitely request a refund. Sorry, Bowman knows there. You can definitely request a refund for the DLC to get your money back, which you should do if you're not happy with it. You deserve to be happy about the product you buy. So that's what I got for you today. But yeah, any questions? Hope work is going well. We understand. Thank you guys for appreciate that. And thank you for the hashtag be back. I appreciate you guys. Well, without further ado, let's take a look at this. This was definitely broken. This thing is loud. That's for sure. But now it appears to be working-ish. I can put water in it now, which was the issue before. And now if you go in here, it does... Oh, it's making washed potatoes, which is great. So that's actually happening, which is great. We can fire this guy up here. And then it can pick up those potatoes off the ground and get this guy loaded. Now, one question I actually had is, will this guy do multiple crops at the same time? I don't know, so let's find out. Let's put like some carrots in here, sure. Dump those on the ground. There's some potatoes over there still, but should pick them up. Maybe. There we go. Carrots be getting picked up. And it should allow you to activate this as well. Our carrots going in here, 57 liters carrots. Looks like carrots are going in. Perfect. Okay, so we can activate 2 at one time. That is great. Hashtag refund. Yes, literally hashtag refund. Yes. Waylon Timmick, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Smoky Man, that's fair too. Yeah, if it's not, but yeah, if it's just not working, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, PlayStation doesn't like to do. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you might have gotten lucky, Kevin. Well, definitely not everything worked. You might have gotten it after the updated hit, and there's still some issues with it, but it definitely could be worse for sure. So there's definitely worse. There's definitely still a lot of things to be improved on it. That is for sure. But it's definitely better than when it first was released, or at least first came out to content creators and stuff like that. Because first off, this whole thing did not work at all, but now appears to be at least doing something, which is great. It's very loud, though, I will say that. And you could change it to selling, distributing, or storing. I want to say it'll spawn pallets. Let's get the fast forward time a little bit here. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, there we go. It does it pretty quick, which is great. So we have washed potatoes and washed carrots, which the washed carrots look almost moldy, but that's kind of the way they look, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too, Farmer Grid. There's nothing crazy new in this pack. There's nothing crazy new. The other thing I don't like, or I didn't like before, I don't know if you can do it now. I turn on super strength so it's easier to move stuff around. I wonder if you can't use R to load the pallets into a trailer, which means you would have to move them by hand. Can you dump them into a trailer at least? It only has 942 liters in it. There we go, it's dumping in there. Okay, so you can at least... Oh boy. And did it go away? Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So at least you can do that. But then the other issue we started having... What? Yeah, I need to turn automatic engine start off. Okay. You cannot dump these on the ground, which is ridiculous. I don't even think you can... I don't think there's a way. I'm going to try to cheat around it a little bit. Tip to ground. I don't think the wash... No, there's not. They're not in there. So you just can't tip them to the ground, which is ridiculous. You should be able to tip them on the ground, store them, and do whatever you want to do. Bank Sinatra in the house. Good to see you. Isaac Goalie, good to see you as well. Bank Sinatra, remember 38 months in Boston. Get out of here, Banks. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Okay. Those are premium. Farm production pack. There's a lot of sheds. The sheds are kind of stupid. They snap and do weird things. I'm not going to go into the sheds because I think they're stupid. One of the cool things is actually this guy. This guy actually works properly and works the way it's supposed to, which is pretty cool. I did a separate video out. You guys can check that out. This one's also really stupid design. This production chain kind of thing here. It's not really a production chain, I guess, but it's really stupid. Selling points are all broken, which is the way it is. And I misunderstood how they worked in my first video. But actually, I don't even know if I did that necessarily. I think they were broken. Get out of here, guy. Poor Banks. So as you can see down there, we have some demands. We go into the store here. You should get some... we find one that is on one of those demands. It should be a ridiculously... I hear flour, milk. Get down to those. Milk. Yeah, so it's worth more, which that seems fine. That's not unrealistic. That seems fine. But sometimes it does weird things. So what kind of products do we need there? We need flour, chocolate, and bread, and cereal. Let's get all those. So if we spawn bread, cereal, chocolate, and flour. Wow, it's a nice neat stack. You sell them, boom. They sell off nice and great until it's completely covered. The demand is covered. You get good money for them, which is great. We put these guys in here. Boom. So that part is working. Just with watching DJ and Clutch's stuff, it seems like that at times you'll get a ridiculously high demand, or like a ridiculously high price for some of these things. So now if we like go to the next day, we should get a new set of demands down there in the bottom right hand corner. You can see that's great, which I really like this concept. I think this concept is great. If you wanted to use something that worked very similar to this and didn't like really break the system, as Omatana has a mod that's out that does kind of this thing. But if we take a look, so what does it want? Bread, flour, olive oil, sunflower oil. Let's see here. Flour, not unrealistic. Bread. There we go. There's a crazy price. Both those are crazy prices there. So that's kind of one of the issues we've been seeing. That's pretty reasonable still, but yeah, you just getting so much money. Once I got a price around 200, yeah, I seen people get prices that are just absolutely out of this world. So like this little bit of flour. Okay, that was actually reasonable. The other one must have the crazy price. Which one has the crazy price for flour? Oh no, it wasn't flour. What was it that had the crazy price? It was bread. Bread. Let's get some bread out here. So with that price, if I take that, that's the one that's not going to take it. But if I go over here to this guy, which should take bread, notice some weird stuff about where the triggers are too, where like it's not on the ground. Seems like it's raised. There's so many issues with this DLC. It's ridiculous. Okay, bread is covered there. We got a lot of money for that little bit of bread. Well, they need even more over here. That was a lot of money for that bread. And just a ton of money there. So that's the, yeah, looks fine to me. Yes, Farmer Groot, I will, again, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, for all you guys that are joining us after the fact, my goal with this stream is not to sell this DLC to you. If you do end up buying it, because some people, $8 isn't a big deal, and there are some cool things. Like, there are some cool things that I just think they're not done right. There are some cool features that I think are added, but they're just, with how broken it is, I don't think it's really worth it. But if you do end up buying it, please use, obviously, my code. But, again, I'm not here to sell you this DLC. It's not my goal at all. They refresh once every day, I believe, at midnight. So if we watch this and we go fast forward time, they remain the same. Nothing changes. We're filling, those are the demands for the day. And then right about here, as we get into the next day, boom, we have new demands for everything there. Great. Just gonna fast forward us to do some daylight. We may have some ridiculous prices in here. Bread, 60 grand. The prices aren't as ridiculous as I've seen some people get for their prices. So 10 grand for sugar. Just wild. So some of them, yeah, it's still definitely broken because I don't think their goal is to give you that much. Yeah, exactly. When you theorize, I guess that's kind of a good point, Simon. But you could maybe tip them somewhere. I mean, I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. It'd be nice to be able to put stuff on the ground. You know? I don't know. Let's take a look at this little shredder guy over here, because this one's pretty stupid as well. Gosh, I would be... I mean, I kind of... Part of me feels a little bad for DMI, because I don't... Obviously, they didn't intend it to be this terrible, but that is what they've accomplished, is releasing the worst DLC in Farming Simulator history. So you have to dump these in that bin up there. It's like you can't... Which is just frustrating for those of us that don't want to use buckets and stuff like that. You can't dump them there. So you have to dump them up in there. But that should work. Yep. There we go. This is just a completely normal way to fill this baby up. Perfect. Okay. Doesn't hold that much. That was, I think, 4,000 liters. Then you come up to it. It's not really a production chain. You activate it. And then it starts cutting the sugar beets and stuff like that. Fast forward time. Boom. You're getting stones. But you can't put a trailer into there. You can't do any of that. You just... There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just has to go on the ground and you have to pick it up. It's obnoxious. Stones, you have to pick them up from the ground there. It's obnoxious. So, just great. I agree, Siphon. Yeah. I agree, Siphon. I agree with that about the distribution center. Which, since you brought it up, let's talk about this big hunk of wasted building. Okay. So we can put this. All right, beautiful. So, right here, there's no pallets to deliver. That's because there's nothing in this zone or this zone up over here, which is what it is. To be fair, you can back trucks right up. I saw DJ and Clutch test this in the Farm Sim show. You can back trucks right up, and it's no big deal. It works out really well. You could theoretically store stuff in here if you wanted to, but you can't get rid of these random decoration pallets, so it's stupid. Yeah, Iceberg, that's very true. I mean, if they had, like... if they had changed the way the distribution center worked and made all the production points that they added work well, the sheds or whatever, sure, it's more sheds, who cares? But if they made all that sort of stuff work, this definitely would have been worth $8. But they just didn't. Now, on this thing, I will say there is just a plain old sell point. Works like any other sell point over here. If I spawn something in, it's just going to sell it off. No big deal. All right, easy peasy. Now, if I back like a load of, let's say just a load of stuff over here, let's say I got just a bunch of bread I need to sell off, and I have it all in here, it should detect that all these bread things exist. I go up here, hit R. Do you want to deliver? Yeah, sure, that's great. And then you can see down there are 25 pallets, and those are 25 pallets. I have 49 minutes to do it, or 50 minutes to do it. Now let's say I don't really care. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to move it over to, and if you don't know how this works, you take these, you haul them with the forklift that it spawns in for you, which isn't the forklift it advertised with, and you bring them over and you put them on this area here. If you do it with super strength, it will not work. You must put it in with the forklift. And I'll show you an example of that. Now, you can move them closer to it and then finish it off with a forklift, but the forklift has to have some sort of involvement. Second of the ways is wonder if you could conveyor sugar beets. Yeah, you can definitely conveyor sugar beets in the machine. That does work. Then you could conveyor them off the ground into a trailer if you wanted to, but I think it should work different than that instead of having to have a bunch of sugar beets. Just my personal opinion on that one. You may not like me now that I... Theoretically, it should take it. Let me grab it off of there. Put it there. That's just... There. Did it grab that one? Oh my gosh, it changed locations too. I can still grab that. That's... if you open the help menu up in the upper left-hand corner, it does say I delivered one. Now let's actually try this. I haven't tried this before, because I can still grab this one. Can I deliver this one over here now? Or does it know that one's been delivered? Dang, it knows that one's been delivered. I tried to break the DLC already. It knows that one's been delivered. Okay, let's grab another one just to make sure I'm doing it right. To make sure I know it knows that that one's been delivered. Boy, that would be just a little bit of a cheat there. Not that it would matter a whole lot. You guys get to see my pallet moving skills are pretty much top-notch. Not at all, but get that one out of the way. No, I can't get that one. Just get out of there. Let me just yank you out of the way. Okay. Boom. Delivered another one. We have 2 pallets, but anyhow, you can keep doing this. It'll change locations. They used to not change locations, and they would all kind of go there. I don't know if that was just random or whatever the case may be, but you can see the other points back there in that corner now. But anyhow, if you decide, you know what, this isn't worth my time, you can just come over here and you can sell them as normal. And there's no penalty. It just sells them at that sell price. So the benefit is, if you actually just want to use this as a sell point and roleplay things, this is the only thing I could put, like, very specific use. If I had a bunch of pallets of bread over here, some butter, I don't know, some cake, sure, why not? Some canola oil. I just loaded up a bunch of trucks, backed them all in here. Carrot soup. Oh, it doesn't take carrot soup? What? It doesn't take the premium stuff, it looks like. All type soup, carrots not supported here. This is ridiculous. You should be able to use other DLC's product. All right, well, let's get the soup carrots out of here, because it doesn't like those, I guess. Oh, people of Zelanka would not be happy about that. Maria says, hi, so what are your opinions about this pack so far? I've seen many issues and videos, so I haven't bought it yet. Best wishes you far out. I wouldn't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't. If you haven't bought this yet, don't buy it. If you have bought it and you don't like it, request a refund. That's my honest opinion. I'm just showing you all the broken things. Now, there are good things about it. Don't get me wrong. It's just not... I wouldn't have... I didn't have to pay for it. Giants Software sent me a code for free to check it out and do early access stuff with it. So I'm one of the lucky few that haven't had to pay for this disaster. But the DLC is legitimately a disaster right now. It would be great if it all worked. So I would say just hold off. Don't buy it yet. Wait to see if they fix everything. There we go. So if I hit yes to that, I have 44 pallets, but then it's like, well, I just don't want to do that. Then I can just cancel it and sell them all right then. So like you can roleplay just backing trucks in and then them all getting unloaded. You can do that, which is kind of nice, and get the money for it. So that's kind of the cool part about it. That's one thing you could do with this. Otherwise, it's useless. Apparently, it doesn't take premium stuff, which is stupid. Soup, canned carrots not supported here. Stupidness is what that is. Okay. Anyhow, that is this guy right here. Absolutely, Maria. Yeah, don't buy it. Don't, just wait. See if they fix it, and then maybe buy it. Tarek says, "Hi, Farm Crop. Is it holiday in the U.S. or just in Europe or just Norway?" I don't know about Europe, but definitely not a holiday for the U.S. That's for sure. But well, okay, we've kind of taken a look at some of the stuff that is. Oh, another thing that's really stupid and just a waste of everyone's time in here is underselling points. It's this guy right here. No, not this one. This is the farmer's market, right? No, yeah, this is it. The farm store depot. This one is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. This is a buy point for literally nothing important. I can't even remember all the things you can buy from it, but it's not very much. This is a buy point. This is a massive buy point. This store is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not cool enough to justify this. This is not cool. Oh, actually, you know what? I will say this. Another thing that is good. I'm giving you guys just my honest opinions here. I know it might be a Starbucks. Be quiet, Adam. Quiet. I didn't have time to make coffee. I had a physical therapy appointment this morning, so I just got it on my way back. All right. One thing that is cool. Credit where credit's due. If you go under tools, the vehicle shop. This thing is pretty cool. It still has problems. Don't get me wrong. So this thing is really cool. Not this. This thing is stupid. This thing is really cool over here. I really like this. I think this is nifty. Cool thing is, it's a nice drive-through, big old shop. I think it's kind of cool. We don't have a ton of stuff like this, so it's nothing new. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty cool. The only problem is there is a collision right here. So right, it's invisible right here. So you can't really use that bay. So there's even problems with this. That's a minor problem. It literally does make this whole last bay unusable because, yeah. So if I went to go drive through it, stupid, just stupid. Jacob Baker says, "Yo, what up? Looking for a new farming simulator content?" And DJ Go Home recommend your channel to me. So far, I love it. Well, thank you. Well, thanks for coming over from DJ. DJ and I are good buddies. So I would recommend him if you hadn't found him. But it sounds like you got that figured out. Yeah, right there. There's the collision. So you can drive over it, kind of. But it's stupid. You shouldn't have to do that because it's a shed entrance. So. And now my tractor's stuck. Yay, my tractor's stuck. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's just go somewhere there. Oh, that made it worse. Maybe like right there. All right, there we go. All right. So the shed's pretty cool. Cool idea. It's just broken. Get out of here with that. Second of the way, that would be, they don't do a good job listening to our feedback most of the time. So I don't think that's what it is, but that's a good thought. I appreciate you getting them the benefit of the doubt. They don't deserve it right now, though. Let's sell this thing off. As you can see, even I have strong opinions on this. It's hard. It is seriously difficult to be positive about this. It seriously is hard. There are some cool parts, though. There are some cool things. I gotta just remember that. There are some cool stuff. Let's get rid of this stupid pallet of bread. Actually, we should get rid of all these. Just get rid of them real quick. Oh, because apparently it doesn't like the soup. Just soup is stupid is what it says. Okay, there we go. Let's get... Actually, let's reset the store real quick to make sure it's not in my way. Let's just get rid of this junk on the ground. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and try. Let's automate this process here. I think we can probably automate it. So I think if we do this, it's going to be more convoluted than it needs to be, I think. But we can do it, I think. So let's go down to belts. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna have to tip it to the ground for all of these. So, yeah, we'll just do. And then Okay, so let's move this over here. So we can, this will show you how we can automate it. Obviously, this has raised the price quite a bit, but you could theoretically automate this process. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. If it works, it should work. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work, other than the fact that this DLC sucks. And so that'd be the only reason it wouldn't work. So actually, there's like a 50% chance it doesn't work. But we will try it. Oh, of course. Oh, I gotta darn it. Get in here. Start the engine. Hold it. Right about there. All right. And then in here. Should be able to, yeah, I can adjust that. So let's put that guy more on the ground. Back to this guy. Yeah, burn out about there. Turn it on. That should just be on then. Okay. Fold this guy. Getting this guy. Let's get that guy on the ground a little bit more. And then put this up, out a little bit. Turn it on. And unfold it. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to drag this back just a little bit. Maybe not quite that far. Shouldn't have unfolded it yet. There, it drags a lot easier. There, that should do it. Okay. Now I can unfold that bad boy. Okay. Sorry, I ignored the, oh no, sorry, Rhea. Danny, good to see you. They made it for the by adding $4 million egg crates. You are right about that to an extent. That is true. Oh, I gotta do this. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna drag this one over here. Buy another one. Go. Okay, that should do it right about there. Perfect. Okay, and then turn that on. Okay, so what we should theoretically be able to do is have a load of sugar beets. Dump them on the ground here. Okay. And then turn that on. And then if we fast forward time just a little bit, like maybe 15 times, that should start picking them up. I should only have to get in there once. But it should just keep picking them up after that. Get in there once to pick up. No, you picked up the wrong thing. Jeez, let's empty it. No, it's picking up the wrong thing. Or is it? Those look like it's not picking up the rocks. So maybe you can't at least automate it. You can't even automate that portion of it, but because if I go under here, I bet it's gonna give me not rocks. Yep, it's gonna be sugar beet cut. Yep, that's gonna grab more sugar beet cut. Keep doing that because it's getting mixed up. So too close, I think. But at least I can come under here, automate this portion of it, and I could load up a sugar beet cut from here. So You can at least automate this a little bit. Just very expensive because you think about it. For these, to at least automate putting it in and taking the sugar beets out, if you don't worry about the rocks, you're looking at what, 2 times 38. So get a calculator out here to get this set up. All right, well, that's 76,000 plus 10,000 for 2 of these. And then plus the cost of the actual piece of equipment or the actual production type thing, which is 85,000. So for $171,000, you can make this, which is not worth it at all. But that is what it is. Okay. Getting the last little bit there, looks like. But yeah, we have some sugar beet cut, I suppose, now. Yeah, you can't fill directly into a trailer. It just dumps it on the ground, and I think that's how they designed it. Like, I think that's intentional, which is really dumb. And you can see there, our rocks just got picked up. So this thing, in this setup, it will destroy the rocks. Basically, when you don't need those things over there, we can just delete that. Get rid of this here, and this will just pick up the rocks when there's no more sugar beet cut, and then the sugar beet cut will delete the rocks. It starts creating more. So, yeah. At least we have kind of we've made a way to automate that a little bit, I guess, but yeah, there's TMR mixers and stuff that'll do it just fine. So, PPWB, it is not fixed. I would not describe it as fixed, but better than it was. If you guys haven't seen how this worked, it's pretty cool, actually. That'll hold 360 chickens. That'll do the trick. The cool thing about the Lily Sphere is, at least for my testing in my video, is you can use it with any animal pen, and it gets better with every animal. So, if I open this up, all right, let's purchase ourselves. I'll just go to here. Just a pallet of that. Put it in there. It'll start loading in the machine. Go in here. We can activate this. It's 0 to 0 right now because there's no chickens over here or no animals. But if I put 1 chicken in here, now it's 2 to 4, which is great. So it does that per 1 animal. So if I have 360 chickens in here, what am I doing here? I'm doing it the wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. Buy. There we go. There we go. All right. 360 chickens. This is now really cooking out some fertilizer. So in a month, this will actually go pretty well, quite honestly. We can deactivate those while we're in here too. So 24 cycles a month. So if you have just 1 chicken pen here, if we think, I mean, it's already cooking along. So 24 times this every month. Yeah, this thing's making 34,560 liters of liquid fertilizer every month. So this is actually pretty impressive. That's a lot of fertilizer. The only downside to this, and a lot of people mentioned, is $80,000 is a big expense, and you only can have it tied to 1 animal pen. So this one already has one, so you could have another one for another one. But if you have chickens on your farm and use liquid fertilizer, this is actually a really good way to do it. So if we also do a cost analysis here, if we look at this is, let's make sure it's only $800 per 2,000 liters. So, and 2,000 liters, so since it's 1 to 2, so 2,000 liters of that will make 4,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. So the actual input material for 4,000 liters of fertilizer is $800. So it's actually only costing you $200 worth of acid to make. So 200, yeah. So if we take a look at it this way, $200 worth of this. So $200 worth of this will make you 1,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, which liquid fertilizer is typically $3,200 for 2,000 liters. Which, so this instead of costing $3,200 only costs you $400 of the sulfuric acid, that's really good. So this is actually a pretty good system here, especially if you're running chickens. If you're running only a few animals, it's not really worth it, quite honestly. But if you're running a lot of animals, whether it be chickens or anything or pigs, it's pretty worth it. And I have tested it. It works with all animals in that same formula. So, yeah. But, yeah. That's what I got there. Even the I grade should farm production pack does sound like it should have it's kind of a bummer, but the farm production pack overall. But yeah, does anyone have like any specific questions about this? I know I haven't been live for very long, but yeah, not worth the money. Should have been simple mod hub. But I agree, it shouldn't be this PC Taz. I agree with that. You're 100% correct. But yeah, do you guys have any questions about it or any of the different aspects of it or anything like that? I know I haven't been streaming for too long. I was planning to stream for probably about an hour or so. I'm just answering all the questions you guys have, but I don't know what else to do if you guys have any questions. Other than drink coffee, of course. That's always something to do. But, yeah, I guess we can always pull out all the sheds and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and delete this. Sell this off. Sheds. This one is free. So some of them are free spinning and some are not. You can change the colors on these guys? Yeah, a little bit. Change the colors a little bit. Put that one down and get rid of this one. That one's free spinning, which is fine. This one is not free spinning, which doesn't make any sense. Why does it have to snap places? It's obnoxious. That's what it is. This one, put that one right there. That'll be fine. Boom. That's premium. Okay, that's all the. I think that's all the sheds. I feel like we're missing some. Bulk storage area. Got a couple doors in this one. Lights. I had issues turning on lights in a lot of these when I did the preview. Are the lights on? They're on. Did I turn them on? Oh no, there they go. Okay, perfect. Where's the bot? When are you gonna shave? Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Open this guy up here. That didn't quite landscape it the way it needed to. Now I have heard some complaints about this door right here because there's no door to the outside, but I don't think it's actually supposed to go to the outside. So if you look, there is space behind this, and there's also space behind this side over there. So I think this is just, in the real world, you'd go in this and then be able to go around the back and clean it. So I think that's intentional, the way that's supposed to be. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's one of the big mistakes. But, I mean, everyone thought it was a mistake, which is reasonable, because there's been so many mistakes in this pack. That kind of checks out. These are just bulk storages here, which are fine. Door opens there. Lights are kind of a pain to turn on. All the sheds, they can go right there. There we go. Did I get them? Yep, okay. Just gotta find a switch. Some of the switches are easier to find than others. Where's your free coffee? In here, you'll turn the lights on there, which is kind of stupid because I get that that's a light switch, but it feels like it, since they're always next to the door, it feels like it's a door switch. So, like in my head, I'm not immediately comprehending that that's a light switch. But this is just a big storage hall, so nothing crazy there about that. This here, turn lights on maybe. There we go. All right, perfect. Yeah, so those are the sheds. Nothing crazy there. But we have a little gap in here since we've been streaming for a little bit. This stream is brought to you by G-Portal. So regardless of how you feel about the farm production pack, if you want something that really works, you should try a G-Portal server. Link down below in the description. If you use that link, it does give you a 10% discount at checkout with G-Portal for any server rentals or any extra mod space or whatever you need. And it does go to help support the Farmer Cop channel. G-Portal's been very kind to me. Their servers work really well. I wouldn't recommend something to you guys that doesn't work. So I would say make sure you guys check them out because they are amazing. So they do really good work. But yeah, I use G-Portal servers all the time and don't have any issues or lag issues or anything like that with them. So there's that. And I don't know what you can buy here. I actually am kind of curious about that. Let's see. Let's empty this guy out. Let's go see what we can buy there. Can't remember. You can't get stuff with the trailer out of the back of that either. That production facility. Alright, let's go over here. Lime, solid fertilizer, road salt, seeds, pig food, and back to lime. So, like, how much is pig food here, I wonder? Get about 1,000 liters of it. $2,200 for close to 1,000 liters. What is it in the store, might you ask? Because I'm asking that. It is not that expensive, I don't believe. No, $900 for 1,000 liters. So it's almost 3 times as much, which is great. So if you wanted to spend a lot of money on your pig food, you could buy it from here. Let's empty that out. Let's buy some lime. How expensive is lime? Doesn't fill up super quick either, so just beware you're gonna be waiting here for a while. All right, so at 343 plus 12, so 355 plus 8, so like 363. 363 for 1,000 liters. Or for 350, which is a little less than that, you can get 2,000 liters. So it's twice as expensive for lime. So don't buy your lime here, because that's a stupid idea. How expensive is solid fertilizer here? Let's see that. Gotta spend that egg money somewhere. That's right. Oh, that was almost on the money. $2,500 for 1,000 liters of solid fertilizer. That one's not as bad. $1,800 is how much it normally is, which is pretty good. So $2,500 is still about $700 or $800 more, but still, it's not as bad as the other ones, proportionately. Road salts, I don't buy a lot of road salt, but if you need to buy it, how much are they going to charge? Oh, it's free. No cost. The road salt is free. Okay, so that saves you a lot of money compared to, where's road salt in here? Road salt, $200 1,000 liters, so it is infinity percent cheaper. So that is really nice for you guys there. That's wild. Is road salt in here? Does it show up? Is it one of the products in here? Yeah, road salt. Yeah, $0. Okay, well, no price fluctuations, always at 0. So if there's that, I guess road salt is a great deal here. So if you needed a road salt place, that would be great. Seeds, see how seeds are doing. Ooh, almost on the money. $1,400, definitely more expensive to get seeds here, because you can get seeds for $800 for 1,000 liters instead of $1,400 for 1,000 liters. So, yeah, craziness. Running Guns 81 says, I wish they wouldn't have a stupid slot limit when trying to sell equipment or to get other equipment. It's like I can't get it ahead on PS4. Yeah, they have to have the slot limits, that way it doesn't crash the game. That's why they try to do it, so it avoids crashes. I do fear that when the new farming simulator comes out, hopefully at the end of this year, that PS4s are going to be left behind. So will the old Xboxes. I believe it's just going to be for the new Xboxes and new PlayStations. The game, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, too bad there's that. Dutch Modeling, good to see you, my friend. Good to have you joining us in chat. But yeah, do you guys have any other questions about the DLC or anything like that? I think I've showed off everything in it. Hopefully everything gets fixed soon and it's more squared away, but it's still running. I thought I turned that off. Did I turn that off? Oh no, it's still running. Okay. Now I should be able to, that should turn it. Yep, that stops it. Perfect. Should be less loud now. Oh no, it's still pretty loud next to it. I think if it's not running, it should be quiet, but still quite loud when you're next to it. But anyhow, yeah, so you get road salt for free over there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think we went through all the buildings and everything. Those are all the farm production pack stuff. There's the premium stuff in there. Sell points. I guess I didn't take out all the sell points, but they all work very similarly. They just have different products that they will take at different times. Adam, I don't have anything new. Just rumored to be at the end of this year. And this one also has demands, I believe, is the way that one works. Oh, we didn't talk about the solar panels actually either. This too, I will say this as well. If you are going to place this guy down, you can see at the back it has that nice little like loading ramp on the back. You can see there, and you can see it's covered there. If you do this in free mode, it will fill that in. So just be aware of that. So you want to place it down, unless you don't want it to mess with the terrain underneath. Because obviously, if I sell this one, the terrain has been kerfuffled. So just be aware of that. I should be able to place it kind of similar back down there. But anyhow, yeah, so just be aware of that. But I believe this works my memory that works the same way, or is it just a flat out sell point? Yeah, there's demands there. You'll notice that the demands for this one seems to have a little bit more they can take. So there's that. But yeah, it'll take a little bit more than the sheds and stuff like that, which makes sense because it's a bigger store. So there's that. Okay. Let's talk about solar panels. So the solar panels in this pack. So first off, we have this guy, which this guy just seems to work fine. I mean, it's just a generator smaller than the other ones in the game so far, which is kind of nice. I guess there's like this guy here, but compared to like going all out with this guy, this is kind of a nice in between there, and it doesn't cost you a ridiculous amount of money, and it's smaller than this one, so it's half as much as that one. So it's kind of nice to have that. Yeah, I don't know about that. So a couple questions. So it says $14.50 to place these, and if I do one row, that's $4,800. Which, if you divide that by 3, thinking, oh, maybe each panel costs $14.50. Well, that's not how that works, because $14.50 times 3, if I use my magical calculator, is $43.50. So it still doesn't work out to the math. But the cool thing about these is you place them like a fence. They're using that, which is a cool feature. I think that's something that that's a really cool thing to see, is that you can place them as kind of a fence. And you can place them sometimes in some pretty crazy ways. It won't always let you do it, but yeah, you can sometimes get it to let you place it at some pretty crazy angles, which is kind of cool. So you can do some wild stuff. They're easy to delete and get out of the way. You don't get any money back for them when you delete them, which is the one thing I don't like either. So there's no refund. So make sure you place them down correctly the first time. Wonder if DLC solar panels generate more money. Oh yeah, that's right. I just answered that one. See, or we just talked about that one. CG Gaming, I'd love to buy this expansion, but Xbox says not currently selling on the store. That could be off the store for now. That could be. If we open our help menu though, you also have up there place poll. Oh yeah, that's just this guy. What? Toggle snapping and toggle parallel snapping. So snapping is just the standard thing that we have for other buildings, but the parallel snapping. So if I put this down, it kind of allows me to place now a new one, but the problem is you place it in front, it doesn't like it, so you have to go kind of behind. You can see that's a new one. See the dots highlighted green, it knows what you're trying to connect to, so you can do it right next to that. But if I go right here, the things that I've noticed, we'll see if it's fixed. Yeah, so if I want to go the same length, this is it collides with another object and I can't go farther than that, I have to go 2 back, and then if I do another one, parallel snapping, as it collides again. So that's another issue that I've noticed that I think they need to get fixed. And you can't go in front, period. I've never been able to go in front. Never been able to do it. Doesn't work. So yeah, if you turn that off, though, you might be able to actually place some. It just really doesn't like them in front. They have to be so far apart. But you might be able to place them behind. Let's try that. If I want to do behind, same length. Yeah, you could do it that way. You just got to kind of freehand it. But yeah, I think the snapping just doesn't work quite right for them. But we'll leave this farm on here. And now we also have under, is it under miscellaneous? Where is it at? Oh, it's under tools, maybe. Tools? Yes, this guy. Oh, we also had this guy under. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. But yes, this guy, the solar panel washing robot. There are a couple issues with this as well. So I place that down there, and won't let me place another one because it doesn't have any other solar panels. So if I hop out, I go over to my little solar bot here. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Got Emerge says, hello, Copper. Good to see you, my friend. So you can see everything looks fine, normal. I can hit R to start washing. It'll start doing the thing, and it does it. And will slowly work its way down this. So if we let it go that way, it'll go up a little bit, over, up a little bit, over, and then it'll go across this one, down, over, and then across the next set of 3, and it keeps going. It works its way down. It's great. It's fantastic, which is great. However, if I put it away, it goes under the pavement here, and if I have it working and then I go into build mode, it automatically goes back there. Then when I hop out, it goes back and it starts over. So if it's like halfway done and then you go into build mode somewhere else on the map, it'll just reset it, which is kind of frustrating. So there's some, I don't know if it has to be that way, but there's definitely some, just some issues with it. And in terms of the solar panels getting dirty, I haven't tested it in a while, but last time it was real time they got dirty, not in game time, which doesn't make sense. It should be real time. Let's get this up to 25,000. We'll just kind of go through a year or two here and see if we can get them to be dirty or anything like that. Yeah, I do like the idea of the solar panel concept. I do really like it. I love the idea of it and what they do. I think that's great. Snow also won't go on them, and the thing won't clean off snow, which I think doesn't make sense because that would be a big issue with snow. Obviously, you ain't going to get any. It's not going to produce any energy with snow on top of it, so that'd be a big deal there. But you can see we are getting pretty good property income from them, so we're making good money off them at least. But as you can see, we're going. They're just not getting dirtier. They look the same as they do normally. So they get dirtier over time by just simply you waiting and watching them and stuff like that. Smooth, I wouldn't trust it in multiplayer right now. I think that if you want to see how it works in multiplayer, go to the Farm Sim show and watch the portion where they play with it on multiplayer. You'll see kind of some of the issues they ran into in there with Clutch and DJ. Is FS19 worth trying? No, my friend. Stay at FS22. FS22 is the best. And we got a new game probably coming out soon. But as you can see, we've been over a year now. They're not really dirtier. They haven't visibly seen anything change about them. There's that, and then if we put snow down, let me just go to August, just because it'll be a little bit nicer. Is that sunny? Perfect. Fast forward time a little bit. So it fixed itself. Beautiful. Okay, now if I wanted to, in the middle of August, put some snow down, add snow. Oh, they did fix that at least. Look at that. They are on the solar panels now. I thought they weren't on there before. So they did fix the snow mask on them. That's pretty cool. It is on there, but let's see if the cleaning robot will do anything. He will clean, but he will not clean off the snow. And my understanding is, if I fast forward time, we're still making about the same amount of money. Well, I guess the snow's off of them now. So it was on there for a brief second, so that was kind of nifty. But it's right back off of there, so I don't know. Just there's probably not everything working the way it should. Though it is also in August too, so the snow's gonna melt pretty quick. So inconclusive there. But let's get back to daytime here again. There we go. Okay. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff with the solar panels, but I like the concept. I think the concept's pretty cool. I think it just needs to be refined and fixed up a little bit more. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh, we should check the, check and see if there's any crazy prices in here for anything. Oh, I deleted all the things, didn't I? Darn. I will place some more down. Production sell points. Let's place some of these guys down. We'll place one of each of them. Try to get some ridiculous, I already have one of these, don't I? Yeah, that one will stay. Perfect. Okay. So if I fast forward time, if we get any like wild prices. Yep. 28 million for the eggs there. I hop out. 600. There we go. There we are. There we are. All right. And we've broken it officially. Okay. Yeah, look at these eggs. That's milk. Oh boy. This cracks me up. Flour, can we get... Oh, flour's not worth anything. Bread? Oh gosh. Okay. Some good ones there for cheese. Yeah. Wow. Cereal, 190,000 for cereal. There's some good ones. So just cracks me up. Where are the eggs again? Oh gosh. Where needs eggs? All right, let's get some eggs. Let's make some money off some eggs. There they are. Most valuable product in Farm Sim. Look at the money go. Oh gosh. Let's set the money to... Let's set it to negative. See if we can come back from that. Oh my god! Anywhere else that has eggs that they'll take? Would you want eggs? They want eggs here. There we go. We can make back some of our from negative from negative $1 billion to $1 billion. A new series with Farmer Cop over in 6 seconds. Oh goodness. Oh wow, that's pretty funny right there. Sorry guys, that cracks me up so much. It's just so funny. John Trail Boss, gosh. Running guns, I would say right now it's not worth purchasing. I would wait until all the bugs are out of it. Honestly, if everything in this pack could come out working just pristinely, it would be worth it for sure. I think there's some cool options on it, cool features to it. It just is not currently worth it. So, where else needed eggs? They need more eggs here. I'm just trying to get rid of this. There we go. You guys need eggs here? There's a fourth one that needed eggs. There we go. Let's get rid of the rest of them here. Yeah, there we go. You can see a lot of money we're making from the sold products there. Easy peasy. Yep. But yeah. Simulator out, it keeps selling, and we can no kidding, Casey, no kidding. If I had some, those are like gold, those are more valuable than golden eggs. Good lord. Yep. I'm curious the Pumps and Hoses DLC by Creative feels like the production one is overpriced. Fair enough. Kevin Ritchie says bought the production DLC but can't download. Do you know why? Thanks. Are you on PlayStation or Xbox? I've heard there's been some issues on consoles downloading them. But PC it should work fine. Oh my goodness, Gyarados, member for 38 months wants me to try to say this. W, obviously the first one. Scissors Sizbrusizini. Truzizats. Brizimi W Truzine. Yeah, Scissors Brizimi. Truzini. Yeah, easy peasy. I can speak fluent Polish. Easy peasy. Those are clearly Pentagonix. Oh, sounds like a... Oh, boy. But, yeah, so, this, I can remove that comment simulator out and get out of here. You can't put that in my chat. Anyhow, so yeah, it's a unique pack, that's for sure. It's the, get rich quick scheme. The pyramid scheme pack, if you will, it seems like. Yep. Yeah, if you have these market stalls, people will, I don't know where they're selling their eggs at, but people will pay through the nose to get these eggs. Goodness. PS5, yeah, that makes sense, Kevin. So yeah, they've had some issues on consoles. I don't know if you can even download them on console right now. Ah, V. I should have said so. So V Stitchivishini, Skrushishimi, Brizmi, V Trusizmini. Like that. Easy peasy, Darrendal. Oh, interesting, Ronnie. You're not having issues with it. Interesting. Huh. Huh. Yeah, well, we've streamed for a little bit of time here. I know I haven't really, it's been just over an hour, but I haven't been playing the game for the full hour. Do you guys have any final questions for me before I wrap this, stream up? Because I don't have anything else to, say about it, honestly. It's, if it worked, it'd be great. Well, it'd be okay if it worked, but, since it's broken, it's not great. And I don't recommend buying it until they fix everything on it, but, gosh, you guys are wild. Oh boy, but yeah, this thing is actually pretty OP. This is great if you have especially chickens. I don't know if it's supposed to work with chickens or not, but it does. So maybe it's actually broken and that's why it's too good. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what works and what doesn't work or how it's supposed to work. You need to give you. No, I'm doing great there. No, obviously, yeah, fluent Polish. Should have been the lockdown pack you press. Jeez. Oh gosh, no kidding, that guy. No kidding. Oh man. The best bit about this DLC is definitely this guy right here, the Lily Sphere. This thing is pretty sweet. Again, it might actually be broken too. I don't know. It might be too good for what it does. I think for cows it would work very effectively and be very reasonable, but it seems like it's a little excessive for chickens. But cool nonetheless. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. I think wash products are pretty cool. I just wish you didn't have to get pallets. You could use, yeah, I just wish some of the things were a little bit different about it, you know? But I think that's probably the, oh gosh, darn Joel. How are those words? How? Oh. Running gun, I do think we will get a new game this year. I do think that. I actually think that's one of the reasons why this was not tested super well. Oh, we have snow on this now. That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's just put that on the ground. Look at that. Where are you getting all this snow from? I'm assuming this is snow. Has to be. Has to be snow. Has to be. But anyhow, yeah, I do think we'll get it, and I think that's why this wasn't tested so well, is because I think they're trying to get it just moving past it and then get back to working on the new game. But yeah. Yeah, basically John Trail Bus, basically what it is. What do you think in the next FS25 or FS26? Or what do you want in the next FS25 or FS26? I think GPS would be cool. I think better workers would be cool. I think more crops, more animals, some of that basic stuff. Bigger root crop machines. I got a lot of stuff. I actually have a good video out on that too if you wanted to check it out. But yeah, I think that would be it. That's the longest Polish word. Konstantly coincidentska. Yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy. That's crazy that that's a word. That's ridiculous. How would you remember how to spell that? How would you remember that? I would never remember. I couldn't remember an English word that was that long to spell. And all your guys' words seem ridiculously wrong. But yeah, and some of them are just letters. Some of your words are just letters, and it doesn't make any sense to me, Durandal. I don't understand the Polish language, but yeah. But anyhow, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Unless you guys have any final thoughts, questions, complaints, issues, maybe anything I can help you guys with, I'd be happy to do so. But I'd say hold off on mine for now. Wait until we fix everything, and then see if you want to buy it or not. Lack of the DLC quality check and lack of mod updates suggest that maybe the QA team are working. Exactly, Scott. Yeah, I agree with that. So yes, they're working on FS25. I think that's a big part of what's going on now. Unfortunately, now if they didn't test this right, they have to really work on this now, so it's taken away from the new game. Dark says I want main car brand and next step. That Dark, I would say that would be very cool, but I would highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. That guy's stalwarts are just letters. I mean, you're not wrong. Darren says that's my superpower. I speak Polish. Oh, gosh. You're welcome, Dark. You're very welcome. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like. And well, actually, first, before we end it, remember, our sponsor of this wonderful video, G-Portal. Make sure you guys check them out. Down below in the description, there is a link. They rent servers for all types of games, whether it be Farming Simulator, Minecraft, or anything else like that. They do servers for all those. So check them out. If you need a server, you get 10% off if you use the link down there. And part of it goes to help support the channel, which is really cool. I use G-Portal servers anytime I use a server. They're great, never really had any issues. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking for a server to play with your friends. Get that. They're just fantastic. So that's what I got for you. If you guys enjoyed, though, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.